I have to go to uni as a black African babe from a Nigerian background. Like, everyone in my family has gone to uni. Everyone has graduated. Like, you know, I've got to keep that going.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way out in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Niggas caught me slipping once, okay, so what? Someone hit your block up, I tell you if it was us. In a house in Rosewood, this shit too plush. Say my day's a number, but I keep waking up.
What's up? What's good? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I go by the name of Zoe London, Zoe LDN, whatever. And on the channel, I do hauls, I do sit down, I do chit chat, I do vlogs, I do it all, baby. So if you are new here, click that subscribe button and come and join the family. If you are a returning subscriber, what it do? Make sure you guys like and comment down below. You guys don't really like commenting, but you'll be watching and I don't really understand why. But yeah, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, do it all. Can we just talk about why Mirinda Orange is the best drink ever? I love it. Anyways, let's get into today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about dropping out of uni. Bruh. I'm gonna talk about dropping out of uni and how I told my parents. I'm gonna do the backstory of leading up to dropping out, then me telling my parents, and then the after. Whatever. So, I started uni. No, okay, prior to going to uni, obviously in college, I studied performing arts, music, and English. And then, yeah, so from young, I've always wanted to be a singer. So, like, I really love music. Like, and yeah, guys, if you don't know, go and check out on my Spotify. I have about 6 listeners, monthly listeners, because I haven't put out a song since 2018. But God willing, this year I'm back and I'm gonna be dropping music this year. So yeah, check out my Spotify. I'm gonna put the link down below and you guys can head over and listen to the 3 songs I have. I've only released 3 songs, but you know, it's better than 0. But so yeah, so like from young I've always wanted to be a singer. So obviously I studied music in college, and then it came to like, well, you have to start applying for UCAS and whatever. And I was just thinking, what can I then go and study in uni? Because my parents are really, one thing I thank God for is that my parents are really supportive. Like when it comes to my music, they really support me. But I remember when I wanted to study music in college, they were just like, you need like a backup plan. Why would you study music? I still study music because at the end of the day, you know how I get down. I'm quite stubborn, and I really did and I really do believe in myself. So that was that. So then I knew uni is a no-go. I can't study music in uni. So I thought, what else do I like? I said, you know what, I actually love English. Like, that was my favourite subject in school. At the time I loved reading books. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna study English literature. So I applied for DMU, Canterbury Christ, Coventry. Can't remember the other 2, but I used up all 5. And yeah, I remember getting accepted to DMU. They emailed me. I had to do some. Let me sit back and relax. I had to for the DMU process for English, I had to do an essay. I done that, done very well, obviously, period. But then somehow I ended up going to Canterbury, yeah. So I went to Canterbury Christ Church, and obviously when we've moved in now, we had to go to like the place to go and register and whatnot. I've got there now. They're now telling me that the course, listen to this, guys, the course I got accepted onto is no longer running. So I was thinking, I'm in uni now, I've been accepted, what do you want me to do? I can't go and study. What I was saying to myself is, I'm not going to go and study something I don't know or I don't fancy. Like, I'm not going to study, I don't know, accounting or business because that's just not my field. It's not what I want to do. So the only thing that was on the list was English language. I hate English language. Ugh. But I thought, you know what, I'm here, let me just do it like light work. First year I loved it, but I loved the social life of it rather than the academic side. Like first year is when I then found my love and I really came out of my shell to do music. I turned my uni accom into a studio. It was a dance studio, it was a music studio, it was a theatre, it was a restaurant. My house in uni was everything in one. So then yeah, I just didn't. I was quite depressed in first year, and I feel like I only told my best friend Mary Pearl about that, so only she really knew like how I was really feeling, the things I was going through and whatnot. And I just didn't like it. But I thought, you know what, like how can I have to go to uni as a black African babe from a Nigerian background? Like everyone in my family has gone to uni, everyone has graduated, like, you know, I've got to keep that going. So anyway, now first year it was like, okay, yeah, whatever, playing about, enjoying uni, making new friends, making music. And then second year is when I lived with my friends. That was just a dumb year, but I started to enjoy my course a bit more. I studied English language and communication, and I had to pick a language, so I was studying French, and then I switched to Italian. So yeah, it was like, oh yeah, it's like, it's alright. I'm not really enjoying it, but I'm doing it. Like, I'm just, yeah, whatever, let me just, you know. And then third year, I moved back to uni accom. I was thinking I need to get away from all these people, so I've gone back to uni accom. And I remember there was one day now, Tolu came over, and I've been having in my head, I had this thought, but I never like said anything. So Tolu came over to my house, and I was like, you know what, like I'm quite over uni. Like I just wish I can like just do my music full time. And Tolu's like, go for it, you should. I feel like you should. Like the music at this time, I'm not gonna lie, like this is when UK Afrobeats was popping as well, and I was quite familiar with a lot of people in the industry, and I was recording quite a lot in uni. And like I said, my house was basically the studio. They had people making beats, verses, like there was just so much was happening, and it was making me so happy. So yeah, so Tony was like, oh yeah, I think you should. I was like, yeah, but how am I gonna tell my parents? So anyway, now we spoke about that briefly, and then Tolu's left, and I'm there. I think, you know what, I am going to fast and pray on this, because I can't. And at this time, my relationship with God was so amazing. Like God was talking to me regularly. I was going to him regularly and doing things through him. So before I make a decision or do anything, I will speak to God. I will ask God and ask him for signs and him to speak to me, and whatever. So I said, you know what, although I have this thought, and I'm quite impulsive, when I have a thought or when I want to do something, I just do it. But I said something like this, like, this is actually like my life, so I need to just cool now, can't be rushing. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna fast and pray for 1 week, and hopefully I'll hear the voice of God. So obviously I'm fasting and praying and whatever, and I was coming back to London every Friday at this time to go to church, because I used to do the Friday service and then the Sunday service. So I remember I think I'd done the fast, like my fast was coming to an end, and I've come back to London on a Friday, and I've gone to church with my mum, and I was thinking, you know what, I've prayed all week, God, like I'm gonna tell my mum today, Remember, I've gone to church now, and I was thinking, when's the right time for me to tell mum that I want to drop out? When's the right time? Then I remember we've gone, like in my church, my mum's gone somewhere. I thought, okay, this is the time I'm gonna tell her. I've gone to go and meet her now, and I was like, Mum, yes. And the way she responded, I just thought, forget it. I just said, no, don't worry. You know, like when your mum just sounds aggy. I was thinking, fam, why are you aggy? Like, I can't tell you this in an aggy mood. I need you to be happy. So I thought, you know what, forget it. I said nothing. Then I remember I called my dad, and I remember I was sitting on the steps in church, and I called my dad, and I was just like, oh, yeah, like, uni, like, my dad's like, what happened, what happened? I was like, I'm not really happy. He's like, why, what happened? And then after he was like, oh, that when you come home we'll speak about it. And obviously it was like a night vigil, so obviously I was going home early hours, so I've briefly told her, you know what, cool, come back into the service now. And then yeah, that's it. I was doing church, and I'm still praying. I'm thinking, God, like, that night I remember I prayed and I slept. And then as I slept, I heard a voice telling me, you need to do it now. Like, you need to do it now. And I was, guys, when I say I was terrified to tell my parents, I'm not scared of my parents, because like I said, my parents are very, God bless me with parents that are very easy to talk to and very supportive. But it was just a thought of, how can you want to drop out of uni? Like, what are you going to do? Like, why? Like, it was quite foreign. Like, no one in our family, everyone in our family has gone to uni and graduated, and here you come. Like, you don't want, like, make it make sense, do you get? And I think that's what was making me so scared, that I was going to be the first person in our family to be like, you know what? So I woke up and then I heard the voice spoke to me, and I was thinking, no, God, seriously, like, please, please, please. And I remember praying, and the prayer I kept on praying, even when I was fasting, was, God, I need you to go and meet my parents before I meet them. Like, I can't do this alone. Like, I don't know if you guys understand how scared I was. This was the most, it wasn't even traumatizing, but it was heavy on my head, and I was just so like, oh my gosh. So anyway, when I heard that voice telling me, you need to do it now, go and do it now, I remember I've gone upstairs and my dad's there, and I was just like, oh, hi dad. I'm like, oh, my baby. Like, okay, yeah, what is it you were saying about uni? I was like, yeah, that yeah, and I just said, I want to drop out. As I said it, but I was like, oh, why? What's happening? I was like, Dad, like, I'm just not happy. And now I'm crying. I remember at this point now, I'm really, really crying. Remember, I was crying. It's okay, no. My dad doesn't like when we cry, by the way. I don't know, it pains him. It's okay, no, stop crying, stop crying. And then I was like, oh yeah, but like, how am I gonna tell mom? He said, don't worry, that like, I will handle it, like, don't worry. And guys, it felt like, that feeling, yeah, I just felt so free. I can't put into words how free I felt after I told my dad. And my dad, he didn't be like, oh no, you have to stay. He was just like, okay, if you're not happy, your happiness is the main thing, and that's what we're gonna go with. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need to be happy. And my dad was like, oh, so like, if you leave now, what are you gonna do? I said, yeah, I'll get a job and I want to do my move. I'll never forget this day. I said, yeah, I'll get a job and I'll still be doing my music and da. And I said, okay, then yeah, that's fine. And yeah. Now, let's say like 4 days later. So, I haven't told my mum, by the way. I don't know if my dad's told my mum, but I'm just, you know, low profile in my room. So then, this was a Sunday. So I think it was the week after. So let's say me and my dad had a chat on a Saturday, yeah? Saturday morning, like a week. No, it would have been the next day actually, because then Sunday. So now they've gone to church. I didn't go with them, and I remember they've called me to ask if I want McDonald's. Yeah, and I was just like, oh yeah. And then they didn't drop the phone. And one thing about me, I'm gonna expose myself, but if you don't drop the phone, me too, I'll stay on the phone and see they're gonna talk shit about me. So, they didn't hang up, and then I heard them talking about me. And then my dad was telling my mum how I want to leave uni. And then my mum was asking him, like, okay, Doc, what is she gonna do? Like, what's the reason for her wanting to leave uni? And they spoke, and then I cut the phone. I was thinking, damn. So when they came home, I'm walking on eggshells in it, because I know now she knows. And then after they've given me my food, I'm eating. Then mum was like, okay, then like, Ayo, your dad said that, you know. No, I think she asked her like, what's going on with uni? And then I just like, uni's okay. Then she's like, your dad said how you wanna like leave. Crying as usual. Yeah, I'm just really unhappy. I don't. One thing about me, guys, I'm gonna cry. I'm actually a crybaby. I'm now crying and I'm explaining to like my mum now. like how I feel, how I've been feeling, but not in depth. It was just very like surface level, like I'm just basically unhappy there, like the course is not the course I want to do, you know, that I just want to leave and do my music. And yeah, the way they handled it, I'll never ever ever forget how they handled it and how they treated me with not care, what's the word I'm looking for, don't know the word, but like they were so understanding. And I'll never forget, even that night, the way I prayed to God to thank him, I was like, God, like I really really thank you, because it's only, and like I said, my parents are not strict, they're not like, no, they're none of that, but it could have really went another way. Like when my mum wants to start hyping, she can really hype. So I was just thinking, God, I know this is only your doing. For me to tell them something as big as this, like I'm very sure this thing is foreign to them. I'm obviously the first, well, their second child, but the first out of the three that, why did I say that like that? Anyway, I'm the first out of the three that want to drop out. Like I said, they've been to uni, their siblings have been to uni, parents have been to uni, and here I am, the anomaly, that after being in uni for X amount of years, is now I want to drop out. But I even feel like I held on so long to uni before dropping out, because I was thinking it's impossible for me to do this. Like there's no way I can do this. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, yeah, I just said like, yeah, I'm just gonna do my music. I'm gonna work to make money for my music. So funny, because ever since I've dropped out, I've only released one song, that was Parkwell. Oh, and Man Down. Man Down, I've released two actually. Yeah, that's two. I released, I don't know why my eyes are watery like I'm gonna cry, because I'm not. But I felt like then the working life, when I started working, I realised, fam, life is not that easy to balance. Like my job is like very time consuming, it takes a lot out of me. And yeah, and I feel at one point I got really comfortable at work. So I didn't forget about music, because music will always and has always been my first love. But I kind of pushed the thought to the back of my head. I thought, you know what, I need to make my money, I need to work, and before you know it, you're even tired to go and do what you want to do. But I said this year, God willing, I'm releasing music this year, guys. So make sure you check out my Spotify. But yeah, so that is how I told my African parents I'm dropping out of uni. And like I said, they were really supportive of me. I definitely feel like without the fasting and praying, it would have definitely gone a different way. I honestly believe, not that different, but they may not have been that understanding if God wasn't involved, if that made sense. Like, yeah, it makes me really happy to have these people as my parents sometimes. But yeah, that's how I told them that I'm going to be dropping out of uni. And they didn't pressure me, they didn't tell me, no, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to go back, you have to. It was literally, as long as, one thing about especially my mum, as long as you're doing something, she's happy. Whether it's you're in school, you're working, you just can't be a bum and be at home. Do you know what I mean? My mum will not like that. So yeah, it was time to inform my uni that I was dropping out. So had to go through all of that. I'd done that. My dad came to pick me up. And then yeah, it was bye-bye to Canterbury Christ Church. And hello to adulthood, because that's what I went into, the most ghetto hood ever, adulthood. And the first week or so I was just in, I couldn't believe it. And it's also funny, many people didn't know I dropped out. Like some people got to watch and think, huh? Because I think the only person I told was Tolu and Mary Pearl, probably. The rest is just, yeah, I'm commuting. That's what I said. I'm gonna start commuting because I don't really like people in my business. And one thing about me, I just always think, oh yeah, like evil eye, like let me just keep this very, very hush hush and get on with what I need to get on with. But yeah, well, I might do a video with my parents and ask them like how they felt about me dropping out. If you guys want to see that, comment down below and let me know. And if that's something you want to see, I will be doing that with my parents and just getting their view on how the thing went down as well. But yeah guys, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And all I'm gonna say is, guys, yeah, I'm a big advocate, yeah, for doing what you want to do. Yeah, I understand we want to make our parents happy, we want to make people happy, we want to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this, but don't do something that will not make you happy. And I feel like that's one thing that uni kind of showed me, like dropping out of uni showed me, is that if I don't want to do something, I'm so sorry if it's going to pain you or you want me to do that, but it's not making me happy, so I'm not going to do it. So I'm not now coming on you to say, okay, yeah, drop out of uni, guys, drop out of uni. But honestly speaking, if you're finding uni hard, I wasn't even finding uni hard, I just didn't enjoy I hate English language, guys. I was learning about when the Vikings came and how they learned English, like the language, and how I don't care about that. I really don't like that. Like even in school, although I done very well my GCSE, I hate English language. I've always loved English literature and that's what I wanted to study. And the fact that I couldn't study that was just... So from the get-go, I was already demotivated because I'm not studying the course I want to study. Ugh. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm not coming here telling you, yeah, drop out of uni, drop out of uni. But if you feel like, you know what, uni's not for me, that's fine. There's other avenues, there's other things you can do. You can leave uni. Like, bruh, I'm here to be your big sister and tell you that, trust me, it's fine. If uni is not for you, it's not for you. Find what's for you and go with that. Your parents, they can be angry for maybe an hour, 2 hours, whatever. That's fine if you like, be angry. But at the end of the day, it's your life. And that's what you need to understand. It's actually your life. And everything you do, always remember that no one's living this life for you. Okay, now, you're staying at uni now. You hate uni, you're depressed, you're staying there now because your parents will shout if you leave. You're there, depressed, sad. They're not the ones that's feeling that way because they're not the one that's in uni. And that's how I saw it. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, I've got a dip because this ain't for me. Do you get? So, in anything you do in life, always remember that other people that are even advising, yeah, they're not walking in your shoes. They don't know how you're feeling daily. They don't know what you're going through. So therefore, please no one and do what you want to do. Period. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.